I'm back. Had a little technical difficulties, but I'm back. I'm back, man. I'm back. Danny Gomez from Boston. I'm back. Had a little technical difficulties. Yeah, let me know where you're from when you come in. Represent your city. Represent your town. It's all good, bro. Yeah. Oh, you spoke. Text. Oh, yeah. So, hey, Malcolm, did you hear everything I said in the first video? You spit truth always, but I'm going to sit back and enjoy the content. Yeah, I tried to, I try to speak the truth. You're from the DC area, baby. What do they call it? DMV? I think that's what they call the DC area. DMV. Metro. DCing, baby. Yeah, I lost my signal, man. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't know what's going on the internet in here, man. It's crazy. I don't know, man. The internet signal is it's like Jekyll and Hyde sometimes, man. You got family in North Carolina? What part? Not sure? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, man. So hey, Nipsey Hussle was doing a lot of big things. He was making a lot of big moves, man. A lot of people don't realize that. Just like I said earlier, if you can make all the money you want, you can get all the resources you want if it's just you. But as soon as you start helping a lot of people, that's when you become a target. And that's been pretty consistent. Before we were born, it's been like that. It's just that's just how it is in this society, man. And plus, Nipsey's a pretty young dude, 33? So he's still learning, Can you please do another video explaining the process of how you get your work published and sold on Amazon? I'll probably do that on my other channel, Malcolm. I'll probably do that on my other channel. Not on this channel. It's crazy how we can't even make it right in front of our own property. Also didn't deserve that, but it's just so much going on. Some fool should have used that energy for himself. Well, this is what happens the majority of the time. you have a lot of people that have cases, right? And they want to, of course, they want to get off these cases. They want to get out of jail or get rid of the case altogether. So what people do is they take deals. So sometimes you might have somebody that want to get off. They might say, hey, you're going to get 20 years. You know what I'm saying? But I tell you what, if you work with us, you won't get no time. So if you tell the guy that, he's going to perk up. He's going to be like, what I got to do? You got to take somebody down. You got to whack them. So he'll sit there and think about that. Then he find out who it is. He'd be like, 9 times out of 10, he's going to know who it is. Male or female. They're going to know who it is. But then they're going to be like, well, I'll tell you what. I really don't want to hurt nobody, but I don't want to do no 20 years either. So they'll have him or her, go out and whack somebody. That happens a lot. A lot. That happens a lot. Yeah, it never ends. It's been going on since. Man, that was going on before Martin Luther King, man. It happened with Martin Luther King. It happened with Kennedy. It happened with, man, I can go on and on, man. That's how it usually happens. It's always it's always more than one people too. He's just the hitman, you know. But it's usually, so you gotta ask this: how did they know? How did he know the hitter? How did he know Nipsey was going to be there? See, somebody told the hitter that Nipsey was going to be there. So somebody's close to Nipsey had to have told. So this, you know, these people, it's just not a one person type deal. It never is. It's like, I remember when, you know how many informants was around Martin Luther King when he got shot? Malcolm X, same thing. This informants were all around them. So it's not a one-man operation. It never is. Kennedy, same thing. What are black people doing? What do black people always do, Ryan? What do black people always do? For the most part. In LA, they probably getting trying to find out who it is. Just on the street level. More than likely. Because LA is a different mentality. You know. We live in a wicked world, no doubt about it. Harriet Tubman killed her own husband to prevent snitching. Yeah, snitches gotta go. Snitches gotta go. Snitches get stitches. I agree with that 100%. Regardless of who it is. Someone close always. It's always somebody close to you that sets you up. Always. Because they have cases. Or they offer them money. It's either or. It's either the money or they got a case. That's usually what it is. You got the money or you got a case. And plus, a group of people like us, we're a disenfranchised group. So we're more prone to being infiltrated or taking deals. That's just what it is. Look, there's no America without us. It's not. In America, for this country to keep going, someone has to suffer as a collective. That's how the system's set up. Savages, there are a lot of savages out here. But how do they become savages, though, Malcolm? They become savages because it has to do with economics. At the end of the day, they become savages because they don't have what they need. It's a lack of something. And it ain't just education either. We don't need no more education. I think we got enough education at this point. I mean, how much more education do we really need? Jesus Christ. People have lost, well, we've lost our minds. We don't know who we are. We don't know where we came. It's people that don't even know where their families came from. It's people. See, most people I've met, they never met their great grandparents. They barely met their grandparents. Most people. I was lucky enough. I met my grandparents and my great grandparents. That's only because people in my family lives to be so old. And so, see, I used to talk to my great grandparents and my grandparents and my parents. So I used to ask them, how did they grow up, where they grow up at, how was it when you was a little boy? And we grew up in the South. So my great grandparents, grandparents, and parents grew up in slavery and Jim Crow. Yeah, South Carolina. What are you talking about, Dennis? What comment? We must arm ourselves and educate ourselves on the odds that are traps before us. Find ways to legitimize opportunity when it comes our way and start up businesses, stop buying Jordans and going clubbing. Yeah, I've been preaching forever. We got to be disciplined out here because the traps have already been set. So it's our jobs to avoid it by any means necessary. And yeah, we should arm ourselves. I agree with that 100%, Malcolm. Yeah, we have to use this credit system to our advantage. We have to use everything to our advantage as much as possible. But a lot of us, just in general, in America, we live in a society where people focus on having fun all the time. That's the majority of the time people focus on having fun. And I think the reason why that is because a lot of people are stressed. These jobs do a number on people, man. Unfortunately, these jobs, people have a hard time working these jobs. So people are very stressed at the end of the week. By the time Thursday hits, most people they're on fumes. They're about out of gas. So that's what usually happens. I think most people are stressed. That's why they want to be so entertained all the time. Is this about talking about Nipsey? Let me get you up out of here. Dennis the Menace. Take a hike, Dennis. This is about Nipsey. He was doing a lot of brother getting a point or having dialogue. Yeah, I got Dennis up out of here. I think Dennis is a troll. Yeah, so, hey, so P.S. like the video. Share this video. So yeah, I just think I just don't like to see. There's some people that don't deserve to go out like this, and Nipsey's one of those guys. Anybody that's empowering men and women, especially men, especially us, because we're like the lonely drifters in this society. Aren't too many people trying to empower us on anything in this society. We're like, if you really take a look at the mainstream America, as far as television goes, there's almost nobody mainstream that's educating us men in this society. Oh, they're educating women. They'll have programs, start programs, but there's no programs specifically for black boys, black men. Not in a major way. There's a lot of people that's doing things on a I guess you can say micro level, but not in a massive way. So we're the lonely drifters of society. Man, you're doing a great job empowering us, man, with the knowledge you present. I always share your content. Yeah, but we need more people like me, Malcolm. We need hundreds, thousands of people like me. We get caught up in celebrities, and Malcolm X warned us of that. Also meet the teachers in schools or families black. They don't take interest in the black boys. Well, they don't care about black boys in this society. Never have, and probably never will. Yeah. Even if I think about when I was in school, they don't care about black boys. The teachers don't take no time. It's like you can't even ask a question in school. I couldn't even ask a question. It was like, if I ask the teacher a question, 9 times out of 10, it's not gonna be answered. I mean, it's like they write you up for anything in school. I remember all of this, and not much has changed based on what I've been hearing from a lot of the young kids today. They write you up, send you down to the principal's office. I'm like, damn, I don't even get a benefit of the doubt. They'll take time with the little girls, though. Man. So even some mothers, they don't take time with the young boys either. They'll push their daughters. See, a lot of us don't want to talk about that. Your mom don't really care about you either. When you was growing up, they'll push their daughters hard to get the best grades and go to college and everything. But you, I'm not saying all mothers, but there's a lot of them out here that's still like that to this day. They don't really care about the young boys. They be like, they don't push them to get good grades, or they don't put in the extra effort. No, they put in extra effort with the daughter, but not her son. Sad but true. That, a lot of us had bad role models growing up. And it's sad but true. Unless your parents were like, just one of your parents, not both, just one of your parents. Unless one of your parents was a high performer in something, or maybe top earner at the job, or top athlete in whatever category. If that's not the case, you had bad role models. See, I was lucky to have, my mom was like a high performer. She was multi-talented, in almost everything. Whatever my mom did, she was the best at it. So I saw this growing up. So I had a good example. So this is why anything that I do, I go hard. 110%. But I know most people, they didn't have the same experience. So if that's the case, you're gonna have to get around other people that are high performers, and you're gonna have to learn from them. And you're gonna have to. Now, the reason why you have to learn, when I say you have to learn from them, you have to physically be around them, and you want to feed off of their energy. That's how that is. And I haven't seen anybody really make any massive change without changing their environment and getting around new people. My mom, we have great history. My mom was a blue-collar worker. Dad, computer programmer. We still grew up in the city, but my parents did their best. My dad has his own barbecue business in Los Angeles. Okay, well, see, you had a good example, Malcolm. Yeah. Because it's hard having a business, and it's hard maintaining it, too. It's not an easy thing. There's a lot of psychology that goes along with having a business. It really is. You're a licensed masseuse, therapist, full custody of my son. I'm making a lot of small changes yearly. Yeah, change. There's always going to be change. It's like if you're not growing, you're dying. So that's how that is. You have to be willing to change, especially in this day and time. So that's how that is, man. But there's something that we can learn from Nipsey. And that's this. Sometimes you have to help people from a distance. Yeah, sometimes you have to help people from a distance. So what that means is it's okay to have stores where you're from, your neighborhood, but you don't have to be there all the time, because there's a lot of haters out here. The hate is real out here. That's just what it is. I mean, that ain't my opinion. That's just what it is. It doesn't matter how much love and support you get. You always gonna have some haters. Always. It's never gonna fail. You know. And I know I've never lived in LA, but I've been around LA pretty good, a lot since the 90s. And people can be very vicious out there. They can be very vicious, you know. And I understand the psychology behind that hate that's embedded in it's in all of us. That we got that hater chip. It's in all of us. The problem is, a lot of us, we don't realize we got that hater chip in us. You know, all of us got that little hater chip in us, and it's been put there on purpose. And it only takes something to trigger that little hate bug in us. And see, some people don't have the discipline to say, hey, wait a minute, you know, and catch themselves and be like, wait a minute, this ain't that serious. I can't do that. What I should be doing is trying to congratulate this person, or trying to get close to this person, get to know this person. Can't beat them, join them. That's what I should be doing. But most people don't want change, don't have the discipline. They just like to sit on the side and become haters. And see, if you sit on the side long enough, you will become a hater. You will condition your mind to become a hater. And you will hang around other people, and y'all become like the hater factory. The hater club. Nipsey was wise enough to change his lifestyle, but influence others to do positive things. Coming from such a negative environment, Nipsey was into cryptocurrencies and traveling abroad, so much to him. Yeah, he was. I think he went back to where his dad was from. I forgot the name of the country, but I think he said he was trying to make the international connect back where his dad from. And he was trying to do some business over there, business deals. And that hate is 10x worse when it's the person you're in a relationship with now that really hurts. Oh, man. That's a good point, Malcolm. I've been in a relationship with somebody that's like that. That turned on me. You know, that tried to put me in harm's way. And see, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I always say that if you're around a woman that doesn't have any emotions, or she doesn't get upset, you need to get away from her, because what's going to happen? She's liable to do anything at that point. If she doesn't feel anything for you, you better get up out of there ASAP. She'll be calling the police. She'll be trying to set you up. She'll do anything. If a woman doesn't feel anything for you, or if any person for that matter doesn't feel anything for you, they'll do anything. They'll do anything. This is why a lot of people end up like Nipsey, because it's always they always get an outsider to do the dirty work, because the outsider, he doesn't feel anything for Nipsey. Just like if you with a woman that doesn't feel anything for you, they'll do anything. So if you're living with a woman, I don't care if you're living with a woman. I don't care. If she doesn't feel anything for you, no feelings, you need to get away from her as soon as possible. Because something's going to happen. She's liable to do anything. You know? And when it comes to a woman, if you've been following me for a while, you know that I always say if your woman doesn't submit to you, she ain't your woman anyway. She's somebody else's woman. And submitting to a man, that doesn't mean, that's not a negative thing. That doesn't mean that you're a slave or no, that means that she has enough respect for that man that and she respects his leadership. That's what that's really all about. Yeah, so like the video, share this video. People don't want to learn. They hate because they don't have patience or discipline, so they convince themselves you are their enemy. Yeah, I agree with that. Family hating or taking from you hurts just as much. You expect family to care, but in reality, life is not a sitcom. Yeah, you kind of, if you live with somebody, and if they're your family, you kind of give them the benefit of the doubt. You kind of expect that they should be happy for you or whatever, you know. But in a perfect world, that makes sense. But in reality, it's probably not going to happen for most of your family members. Most of your family members, they don't give a shit. Straight up. What up, Anthony? The problem is that there are a lot of people that hate themselves. A lot of self-hate. So, yeah, there's a lot of self-hate. I said the other night, most people don't like how they look when they look in the mirror. Most women don't like how they look when they look in the mirror. Yeah, Garrett, it is, man. It is. So, if most people don't like how they look, how the hell do you expect them to be into you? I'm just saying. 310. I don't know who that is. Let's see. Submitting is the highest understanding in a relationship that evolves based on principles and integrity. A solid foundation. And what's there to submit to? Yeah. Nipsey woman was very submissive and cooperative. Yeah, she was very submissive to Nipsey. No doubt about it. Yeah, you're right. Most family members don't give a shit. Yeah. Yeah, she was very submissive to Nipsey. You're right about that. Yep. Hey, anybody want to call up? Hey, let me see. My number should work by now. I don't know what. Got some shitty. What the hell? Yeah, 800-315-8203. Yeah, it should. What the heck? way Nipsey died looked professional. He was shot in certain parts of the body, 5 parts. Died. Yeah, that was a professional hit. Yeah, that was a professional hit. Most people can't shoot like that unless they had some type of training. I can shoot like that because I've had a lot of training. But most people, them gang niggas, they can't shoot like that, man. There's some. Majority of them, no. You know, it's hard. I'm talking like he didn't even miss. Come on. I heard they said Nipsey got hit 6 times, and it was two other guys got shot twice. That's 3 people. That's 10 shots. Well, what kind of gun he had? Jesus Christ. So this ain't no amateur here. This guy, he know how to shoot. And plus he got away. So he parked his car around the corner 9 times out of 10. He parked his car around the corner and came around the corner packing and knew Nipsey was on the scene and posted up and let them have it. You believe they were his bodyguards? Maybe. Yeah, I heard about the Dr. Sebi documentary he was coming out with. People get the submissive side of things confused with the early stages of a relationship. Get to that 4th and 5th year, and you know. Oh, the FBI, CIA paid retired cops to do it. Yeah, it could be all of the above, Garrett. You know? They got all kind of people on their payroll. Yeah, some of these cats are so undercover. When they get paid, it'll say, the deposit will say Food Lion or Family Dollar, yo. Yeah, these cats are so undercover, man. When they get paid, the deposit will say Walmart. I'm telling you. That's how undercover these cats are, man, out here. I think the last I checked, man, I think the FBI had like 800,000 people on payroll. 800,000 people on payroll, last I checked. I'm talking undercover now. I ain't talking about you work at the office. No, undercover. I'm like, geez. You can go to their website. It's all there. Oh, that definitely was a hit. Yeah, no doubt about it. You know. I hope gang violence in LA don't go up. I think there'll be some of those guys. They'll try to get back. They're trying to find out who did the hit. I think that's the only thing that's probably might spark up a little shooting or whatever. You know. But 9 times out of 10, you're not gonna know who did it until 10, 15 years go by or whatever. Yeah. That's what usually happens. 10, 15 years go by, that somebody will let it out. They'll say, oh, the CIA did it. FBI was behind it. That's what usually happens. That happened with Martin Luther King, Malcolm X. It happens with everybody. Kennedy. It happens with everybody. It even happened with the World Trade Center. They just came out and said, what happened? Like, it's crazy. It's all kind of stories, reports coming out now. Proof of what happened at the World Trade Center. I mean, they don't care now. So it'll come out when they want it to come out. The truth. It's crazy. So by the time the truth come out, Nipsey's son, he'll be 18. I'm telling you, Nipsey's son will be 18 once the truth come out. Why is it that we have someone telling the truth and trying to sincerely help and educate black people then up there? But when you're cooning and telling lies, it's okay and stay alive. Well, sometimes the coons don't live, Anthony. Sometimes they don't live long either. Donald Trump. Nobody cares about Nipsey. You should be talking about me. The president. Is this really the president? Donald Trump in the house, man. Yeah, we talk about the president sometimes. Let's see. Well, I think Donald Trump in the house. Man. Man, it doesn't get any better than this, man. Hey, how's it going in the White House today? God, man, that's what I'm talking about, man. Well, it's usually I think it's usually Anthony, what I said earlier is like when it's okay when you can make all the money you want, but once you start helping other people, I think that's when you become a target. That's what usually happens. Jude. U.S. is not meant for blacks in the first place, period. Well, where are we going to go, Jude? I haven't went anywhere where we're welcome. Jude, really? I don't know. Like I'm saying, I don't know. There's no other place to go. Really? We have no protective base at all. No, we're not protected here. That's true. It's obvious by now. This even shouldn't be a debate at this point when it comes to us being protected. Most blacks are removed to the land, and anyway, yeah, that's true. I know for a fact my grandmother was Native on my mom's side. On my dad's side, I don't know. I never met them. They were all killed doing Jim Crow. What is about Africa? What about Africa, Jude? Same thing going on over there. Jude, a lot of, depending on what country you're talking about, they're trying to come over here. Please practice martial arts and gun defense. You gotta be ruthless out here. Well, you should be able to defend yourself. I agree with that. What part of Africa, Jude? Having strong enemies is a blessing. Nipsey last words on IG. What was he going through to post that and not explain? Yeah, I heard about that. I don't know what I don't know exactly what he meant by that quote. Nigeria. A lot of Nigerians coming over here, Jude. I mean, I've never been to Nigeria. But I know a lot of Nigerians is coming over here. Africa is colonized by Arabs, Chinese, and Europeans. Yeah, that's true, Garrett. I think one of the main differences between living here versus being in the other countries, in the other countries, even for the most part, either you got it or you don't. And there's a caste system, strong caste system in these other countries. And if you were born, let's say if you were born poor, that's how you're going to stay. That's one of the biggest differences between being here and being in a lot of these other countries. In America, just because you're born poor, you can get up out of that. You can get rich. In the other countries, you can't do that. You go to some place like India, man, India, you can go to jail if you're poor, and if you try to talk to a woman that's rich or well off, or that's in a different class than you. In India, you can go to jail. It's like, because they don't even live in the same area. They don't even go to the same places in a place like India. The poor people, they way over there in a village somewhere. The people that's well off or rich, they on an island or on the other side of the landmass. So they don't even mingle. They don't go to the same school. They don't go to the same restaurant. They don't work at the same place. So it's a different, strong caste system in these other countries, boy. You're locked in, regardless of your class. In these other countries, in America, see, you can kind of, you can get up out of that thing. It might take. It's not gonna be easy, but there's a lot more possibilities. And this is why a lot of people are coming over here from these other countries, because they know they can come over here and get free, unearned benefits. And they're not going to get that where they're at. That's why they're trying to break their neck to come over here. I'm black, but Africans never accepted me, so I don't have a reason to go to Africa. Oh, that's cool, Garrett. You shouldn't look for validation from anybody, regardless of where they're from. It's clearly here as well. The average black man cannot get rich here, as they do not give him the benefit of the. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to I'll tell you this, Jude. It's easier for a white man to get rich than a black man. I'll say that. Nipsey came up from a hood and self-made entrepreneur. Yep. Yeah. One thing about living in America, there's a lot of different ways to make a lot of money too. You know, that's the thing. In these other countries, forget about it. You gotta have permission to do anything in these other countries, man. You can't call yourself a writer or a YouTuber. Like who told you that? Who gave you permission to do that? See, in America, it's like this. Everything is based on a lie. So if everything is based on a lie, I can call myself anything I want and do almost anything that I want. So it's kind of like a fantasy. I can live out my fantasy. So I don't have to deal with reality at all. There's some people that they're in a fantasy world 24/7. They're not dealing with reality. So that's how it is living over here. Yeah. This is why people like coming over here. This is why they want to be here, because they can live out their fantasies. They can't live out their fantasy where they came from. They have to live in reality. The Matrix. There you go. There you go. Yeah. That's the best thing about living over here. You can call yourself anything you want. You can do almost anything you want and get away with it, depending on who you are. And nobody's gonna say anything to you. Unless you're doing something that affects them. But other than that, it's all good. As a black man, you gotta be a genius to get rich here. The average white dude can attain that way easier. Yeah, gotta definitely be strategic. Yeah, and we, as black men, we're not gonna have the support that we need, regardless of who you are or what field you're in. We're not gonna ever get the benefit of the doubt. You can forget about that. The average white guy can look like a meth head and still get decent looking women around him. Yeah, I've seen that. What up, James? Yeah, Garrett, the reason why that happens is because a lot of women just want to be with him just because he's Caucasian. They get him the benefit of the doubt all day. We always got to prove people wrong, go twice as hard. I stopped doing that, Garrett. The only person I'm in competition with is myself. I cut that out a long time ago. I do what I want to do because I want to do it. And I'm not looking for no validation from nobody. But I used to do that. I don't do that no more. Either they in or they out. That's it. And if they not in when I'm getting started, don't think you're gonna be able to jump in when I get to the top or whenever I build momentum. It ain't happening. If you wasn't with me from the beginning, and if you try to say, hey, What about me? You can kick rocks. I don't play that nonsense. Yeah, the only person you need validation from is from yourself. Look in the mirror. Only person I'm competing with is myself. That's it. Oh, Peterson, by the way. Hey, follow me on Instagram. Yeah, follow me on Instagram, man. I'm starting to like Instagram a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, follow me on Instagram. That's the link right there. The stream media ruin our images as black men. They vilify us on a daily basis. Well, yeah, the media don't do us no favors. No doubt about it. I found out who cared for me when I had not a dime of my own or anything to offer. Well, Malcolm, the chaos or when things happen to you, that exposes people, and that's a good thing, Malcolm. That's a good thing. You should. It did you a favor. Yes, that's a good thing, Malcolm. She did you a favor. People do you a favor. You might not see it that way because you might be all in your feelings, and you might be hurt by what they did. But hey, man, all time heals all wounds. I got 3 people I can count on, so I'll be all right. I'll make it eventually. 3 people, that's good, Garrett. All you need is 3 to 5, in your entire life. All you need is 3 to 5 people. Everybody else can be associates. All you need is 3 to 5 people. That's all you need. You don't need 10, 20, 100 people. They're not gonna be there when you die. So all you need is 3 to 5 people. Very true, but it hurts like hell after that. Yeah, of course it hurts. It hurts, Malcolm. It does. But after the first time it happens, it doesn't seem so bad afterwards. Yep. Yeah, man. You gotta live life for yourself on your own terms. As much as possible. You know. Yeah. So hey man, it's although I'm educated and have good experience, it's very difficult for me to get paid as much as they do in white peers. That's disgusting. Oh, Jude, that's pretty common, bro. If you're at your job, if you get paid $25 an hour, there's a good chance your white coworkers make 35 an hour. That's pretty common, Jude. That's pretty common. That's not unusual at all. That's been going on. Hate to say it, I don't take it wrong. I love grassroots channel that start off small and grow authentically, but once you blow up, the trolls and BS comes. Yeah, that's true, man. I got some trolls, Malcolm, but they're not over here often. I got like 2 or 3 trolls that's been consistently following me. Diamond in the Rough channel right here. Yeah, I'm curious. What are reactions from the females when you tell them this is how you roll? Sometimes they're surprised that I say something like that. They respect it though. You know, the majority of them leave and some stay. And that's exactly the response that I want. So it's all good, man. It's been this way for 20 years now. It's a filtering process, Anthony. That's all it is. I got to see who's really down. It's just a filtering process. That's all it is. You don't want people around you. At least you try not to have people around you 5, 10, 15 years, and you found out that she was never down with you from the get-go. You want to try to avoid that as much as possible. You always gonna have one that's gonna turn on you. That comes with the territory, you know. But you want to minimize a lot of people that don't have your best interest, just lurking and, you know, trying to get what they can get out of you. You want to minimize that as much as possible. So you have to filter out certain men and women in some type of way. And it's not a right or wrong way to go about filtering people out. You just have to do what works for you. As you too laid back, that shit throws them off because they don't expect. And if you could be very dangerous or threatening without warning and don't even know that about yourself. Oh yeah, that is true, Malcolm. I do catch a lot of people off guard. Especially I think men and women. I do catch them off guard. I catch them off guard and they become very scared. That's what I would say. I owe 3 people. Hopefully it'll be 5 when I make it to the top. Yeah, you have how old are you now, Garrett? You in your 30s? 30? You have less than 10 people. Never say 20, 30 years. You have less than it'll be I'm gonna say you have 7, 8, maybe 9 people. And then out of that 9 people, 2 of them you're gonna lose. They're gonna drop off. And one of them is gonna betray you, stab you in the back. That's how it is. You know. See, I use words. Y'all never hear me talk about friends. I never talk about what a friend really is. You know, I'm gonna do a video on that. What's a true friend? A true definition of a friend. I'm gonna do a video on that, a separate video on that. Is it better to immigrate to South America? At least they will not mistreat me. There was the same way by which I have been treated here. Depends on where you go at in South America, Jude. If you speak Portuguese, go to Brazil. You get rich. If you speak French, go to Haiti. You get rich. If you're black, anyway. If you're black, if you go and you speak Portuguese, go to Brazil, you get rich. If you're black and you speak French, go to Haiti, you get rich. It just depends on where you go at. If you're black, as a matter of fact, I'm putting this out there. If you're black, you speak French, get you a one-way ticket to Haiti and never come back. You're gonna get rich over there. Get a one-way ticket to Haiti, never come back here. That's real talk. That's real. I'm 31. It's already happened to me. A good female friend of mine crossed me something I'll never forget. And as time goes on, my circle keeps getting smaller with what I consider real true friends. Yeah, you're always gonna have somebody that's gonna betray you, Malcolm. That comes with. That's a part of the game. It's doesn't happen often, but it's gonna happen. Or people are just gonna fall off too. They'll just stop talking to you. And you won't really know the real reason behind it. And you be like, yo, if I done something wrong, let me know. You don't even know what you did wrong. And you didn't really do anything wrong. It's them. It ain't you. So some people will just drop off. That's gonna happen too. That's happened to me twice. And yeah, that happened to me twice in about 20 years. Well, they always try to come back, but I don't take them back. If you come back, it ain't gonna be the same. You're in a circle, it can't be too many people anyway. It's not realistically possible. Yeah, that's true, Garrett. As a black man, no one has our backs, period. No, not really, Jude. No one really has our backs. That's true. But we have to work with what we got, basically. And we ain't working with much. Trust me. This is why you have to have you should. I'm not gonna say you have to. You should have charm, charisma. You should keep working on your communication skills. Your communication skills and listening skills is probably your best asset. And your personality, all of that. This have to be an ongoing thing. This can't be like you going to college and you hanging it up. No. This is why I'm in the personal development. You have to continuously keep learning, striving to get better. Learn how to speak multiple languages that you can utilize. Learn how to speak Portuguese. Go to Brazil. Learn how to speak Spanish. Go to Mexico. Or go to any of these countries in South America. If I knew what I know now at my age back then, I would have learned multiple languages. But I was a late bloomer. I started to learn everything when I was in my 30s. You know, I didn't learn a lot when I was in my 20s. Do you think these entertainers that tell their every move to help the black community is a form of bragging and in the end cause their demise? I don't take entertainers seriously, Anthony, until proven otherwise. Most entertainers are just what they are, entertainers. That's it. Most of them ain't worth a nickel. Yeah, entertainers and athletes are some of the worst people I ever met. And haven't met all athletes and all entertainers, but the one that I have met, I didn't like them when I met them in person. Yeah, matter of fact, if you met your favorite entertainer, you probably wouldn't like them. Most of these people are horrible, horrible people, awful. They're just entertainers. I don't really take them serious. Strategize and be calculated in all your endeavors. No doubt. Your close inner circle of people in your personal life got your back. Yeah. Yeah, that's the 3 to 5 people basically. Less than 10 for sure. Cosmic Warrior in the house. I've been listening on my streaming device. You're kicking straight facts. I try, man. Calculate your execution of goals you have and harness all your energy, much as possible. Energy is everything. Yeah, energy is everything. You got to work on that too. You got to get your spirit right. That's gonna set you apart from everybody else in almost any social environment. You got to get your spirit right, get your energy right. You got to develop the winner's mentality, the winner's spirit. I'll probably learn Japanese or Italian one day. Why you want to learn Japanese? There's no reason to learn Japanese. What's the advantage? Uh, Italian? What for? You going to Italy? What for? It's raggedy over there. It's really raggedy in Italy. It's They ain't got nothing going on over there. Now, if you say you want to go to Japan, okay, you know, might take it's Japan is not a very foreigner friendly place. Everything's very expensive, and you might not get rich in Japan. I doubt it. If you get rich in Japan, I doubt it. But I guarantee you, almost guarantee you get rich in Haiti and Brazil if you go all in. But the chances of you getting rich in Japan is slim to none. Not a very foreigner friendly place at all. I lived in Japan for almost 4 years, so I know. And I've visited there numerous occasions, still to this day. Nothing's changed in Japan. It's same old, same old, same old. Some things change, but the majority things haven't. Manifestations are the direct enemies you put out or harness. More like Spanish and Arabic as his second language here in America. Yeah, Spanish and Arabic. Yeah, I agree with that. You should those are good languages to learn. I'm learning Spanish myself from a guy off YouTube. That's good, Anthony. Back when you mentioned helping people from afar, have you heard the story 3 years ago in Georgia about that lotto winner whose home got invaded and threatened by gunpoint? He got killed. Nah, I ain't heard about that, Cosmic Warrior. Japan is hell on earth. Why you say that, Jude? Shit. Dude wanted to steal away in the he wanted to steal in the hood and paid for it of his life. Are you talking about Nipsey? Cosmic Warrior? Two languages caught my interest. Maybe French is better. I don't know. It just depends. I practice martial arts. That's why I said Japanese and Italy, because I like the food. You like the food, okay. So yeah, like PS like the video. Like the video. Get the likes up. And practice. Evil boy genius in the house. Whatever happened to your friend Knowledge? Y'all still cool? Yeah, he might be on tomorrow. Last week he was celebrating his birthday. My cousin was there. Oh, your cousin was there? Oh, okay. Your cousin, he didn't like it? He didn't like Japan? Guy named Gregory Birch Jr. No, I don't remember that story, Cousin Warrior. Yeah, but things happen, man. You know. Sometimes you have to help people from a distance. You know, that's how it is, man. Whatever happened to head above water? Are y'all still cool? I talked to him what's the day? Day Monday? I talked to him Friday on the telephone. For like what? Probably like an hour. First time in about since last year. It's a very tough place, bro. Even Japanese. Yeah, it's a hard place. Japan's a hard place to live. A lot of Japanese. It's hard for Japanese people to live there. So they, if you're a foreigner, they understand. It's hard for them to live there. Yeah, Japan, you have to be a very disciplined person to live in Japan. Very disciplined. Well, you might lose your mind in Japan. It's a very hard place to live, boy. It's not very. It's hard to socialize with people in Japan because you can't meet people like you do in America. It's like people don't talk on the street. You can't pick up girls on the street in Japan. That's like forbidden. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but it's the likelihood of it happening is very slim to none. What about T.I. calling out rappers in Dallas over the white guy throwing Mike? Had some blows to the sister face, but her brother beat the mess out of the black chick in Georgia. No mention of this from T.I. I don't know. I don't know nothing about that, Malcolm. Japan is really that bad. Yeah, Japan is a tough place to live, Garrett. They were weird and have outdated culture, bro. Uh, I don't know. Maybe it is outdated, Jude. I can't. I'm. I don't. I'm not in a position to say whose culture is outdated. But what I'll say is this: I'll say some of the stuff that they practice just doesn't work. It's not productive for anybody, not even them. I'm 5'9". What I mean, mug like Ice Cube. Maybe that's why they look like me. Like I'm crazy. You are in the darkness. Like that. Yeah, I like it. Like I do this every once in a while. Cosmic Warrior. It's something different. Every time a black man becomes successful and gets ahead, another black man kills him. Well, that's usually what happens, Roman. It's easy to find somebody to do the job that look like you or me. This happens all over. This happens everywhere, all around the world. This is not just an American thing. You know, there's other groups that get co-op too. While Bill Gates spending money on blocking the sun, I'm still trying to make the sun shine over my way. Ain't that some I believe the U.S. government has a lot to do with Japan's self-esteem after atomic bomb. They haven't been the same since. Oh, they have a lot to do with it, Anthony. No doubt about it. It's just sad because black people are equal to everyone else, but they keep putting themselves down. Roman, I said that a lot of this stuff get co-opted out these guys got cases, so they're trying to get their case, trying to get out of their case, so they'll work with the authorities. This happens all the time. This is not a new concept. If I want to take you down, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to get somebody else that look like you to do it, so it won't be so obvious. So nothing comes back to me. This is how it works. You know, it's really there's a science to it. Really, it's really a science to it. You might say, "Hey, man, we're getting used." Of course, we're being used. Of course, the person being used. But there's a science to it. The science of murder. Exactly. Really, you know. Hey, answer me a question. Why didn't they do that in the case with Prince? Do what in the case with Prince? Well, I don't know why Nipsey was there. I don't know. I can't say why he was there. Why they didn't do what with Prince? Man, we don't know why Prince died. To this day. Use his people. We don't know I don't know what happened to Prince. That's the thing. Nobody knows what happened. I don't know what happened. I heard a bunch of stories, but I haven't heard anything solid about what happened to Prince. Well, who? Go on. Oh, I don't know who that is, Malcolm. That's a boxer? I don't follow boxing no more. Yeah. So, hey, man, it's been real. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Any comments, concerns, leave it below. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.